Uh-oh, we're on Sudden Link. Let me switch to my other router. All right, let's see. Are we live? Maybe. We may or may not be. Who knows? Everyone should know I have no idea what I'm doing. That we definitely know. All right. Hey, I see myself. What is the Patreon link? That's a great question. It's patreon.com/K8MRD radio stuff, I feel. I'll have to get that. It's in the description, though. It is definitely there. I'm pretty sure it's patreon.com/K8MRD radio stuff. And I am too stupid to figure out how to get the link right now because I'm live. So thank everybody for coming out. I don't know if anybody saw Jason's stream earlier or Frank's. They're out in California playing Parks on the Air, which is fantastic. But they have terrible internet where they are, so they're not hamming hard enough, and they won't be there. But I sent an invite out to some people. So hopefully we'll get some other people in here so you don't just have to sit here and listen to me. But let's see who's in the chat. Anthony Becerra, Mike N8YO, Madman Jerry's smoking up some briskets in an 8-pound butt. That's very convenient that you don't have your call sign in there so we can hunt you down. Andy Callie, what's up, brother? John Hummel Newell, Mike L. Digital Rancher, Jeff Robinson, what size LifePro 4 battery do you use for POTA? So that depends. That's a great question. That depends, but let me bring in my guest. We got Kyle AA0Z. Say hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Oh, look at that. We got another person added to the stream. We got old Dixie DX here. What in the heck are you wearing?
Oh, no. What is who let the cat out?
You let the cat out.
That is
seriously, Kyle.
That is a bright hat.
I know. It is Peyton's hat.
It's like my antenna wire.
Like you could probably surf on that bill. It's so big.
Yeah.
I know. I want to curve it, but he won't let me curve it. So it's his hat.
I haven't curved my Coke hat either. That's the first hat I've ever done that with, but I kind of like the way it looks.
I can't see
so anyway, so how is everybody feeling this evening?
Good. I've already had 2 drinks in.
Is that right?
Wow.
Yeah.
What were we doing this evening?
Cool
story, bro.
Yeah, that's great.
No, I went out to eat with the boys at Texas Roadhouse. That's what I went and did. So, and I had 2 Kenny Steelers.
Are you still there?
No, I'm at home.
No. Oh, okay.
Is that
I'm
the go?
hiding out.
Is that the go-to restaurant, Texas Roadhouse?
No.
Well, it seems like you're there all the time.
No, I'm not there all the time. No. Mm-mm.
I think you've been there every time that I've.
No. I might be there for the live streams and stuff because I happen to be eating with the kids.
Okay, now the truth comes out. All right.
Okay, but my main restaurant is Las Vegas, and you can even ask Mike this because I told him when I walked in, I even have a booth that is my booth that I go sit in every time.
Does it got your name on it like a growler?
Not yet. They haven't done it that far.
It's got a little cat inscribed on it, probably.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
I mean,
TC Fitz with the $10 super chat. Hello, Josh and Leia sent me. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad they did. Thanks for coming out. And you know what that means? We got a drink. I'm not drinking Coca-Cola. I'm drinking my usual Founders All Day IPA.
Oh, very good.
Yes. Can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. But I didn't start in the morning. I just started a couple hours ago.
I'm drinking water.
Well, you guys are lame. It's just me and you, TC Fitz. So anyway, let's get back to, I know Dixie DX, you probably do not own any lithium iron phosphate batteries, but Kyle, you probably got a few, don't you?
I have a few, yes, I do.
Nice. So where was it? Jeff Robinson asked, what size battery do you use for POTA? He's thinking about a 12 amp hour for his FT857 at 20 watts.
That'll last quite a while at 20 watts, don't you think?
Well, I'd be curious what the 857 drew on receive. I know the 891 draws 1 amp.
Yep.
So, I mean, just sitting there, 12 amps. But, yeah, I mean, you could definitely get, I mean, on 20 watts, you're probably only pulling, and it also depends, are you FT8? Are you CW? Are you sideband?
Yep.
On sideband, I would guess, and it depends on how many contacts you're making, but a good couple hours at least to just full on pile up running.
Yeah.
So
I have a 12 amp Bioenno battery, and I got an 891, and I ran pile ups for 3 hours straight at Illinois QSO a couple years ago with that 12 amp hour battery. So
really,
yep, lasted me about 3 hours. So
that's fantastic.
yeah, I thought it was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've used so the most I've used. I usually run about 90 watts with my 891, and I got like 300 contacts in about 3.5, maybe 4 hours, and I used about 15 amp hours, 15 and a half, something like that. So
Sounds right.
I mean, it'll definitely last you for sure. Just depends on, I mean, I'm always kind of go big or go home. I don't have a 12 amp hour. I do have a 10 amp hour that I built, and I use that. That was my main battery before I got into Bioenno, and that lasted me. I mean, you have no problem getting the park activated with it for sure. So
Right.
Yeah, you should be okay for sure.
But Mike is right. It all depends on the mode, right? If you're gonna go all out on FT8, it's definitely gonna last you less time than single sideband.
Yeah, for sure. That's gonna any of the digital modes and CW are gonna eat that up. FT8's gonna eat it up probably the most, just because it's full on for 15 seconds. So that's gonna eat up a lot of juice, but still at 20 watts, you're probably pulling maybe 5 amps, 6 amps, I would guess, something like that. So
sounds good.
Yeah, not too bad. So let's see, what else do we have here? Flat brimmers unite. There you are.
Flat brimmers.
Tank radio rules. Why am I not with
technically a flat brimmer? All mine are curved.
It's
all
her
mine
son's
are curved. I do not wear flat brims. It's my son's hat, so it is not me.
I bet Ape doesn't curve his hats either, because he
curved.
thinks the earth is flat. Why am I not with the group one? I'm unemployed and can't afford a plane ticket out there. And yeah, that's why. Let's see, where did that just go? Whoops, I just saw another super chat there. Chris C, all hail the POTA King. Yeah, buddy, I'll drink to that. I was just POTAing today, QRP with the 705, and got 50 contacts in the log, which is 10 watts and an NFET half wave. So that doesn't suck.
Apparently somebody's mad because I'm drinking water. Oops.
Well, that's not, I mean, could you at least put some like blue food coloring in it or something? There it is. IKO4.
I mean, if you give me a minute.
I mean, you should probably go fix yourself a proper cocktail, but it is happy hour.
Well, that's what I was going to do. So I'm gonna put my camera off and I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna go
I will just
do that
you.
because I've got to go downstairs. Oh, you're gonna remove me.
Just like that.
Click of a button. That's all it takes.
So IKO4 ordered a 100-watt solar panel from Bioenno, and they sent him an upgrade to a giant 150-watt panel. That's awesome. Bioenno has been doing that lately. I think they're having some trouble getting some things. So they've been upgrading batteries lately. I know they have sourced some different cells. I saw Kevin at Huntsville, and we talked for a bit. And they've just been doing that. Like Mike and 8YO he ordered like a 10 amp hour or a 20 amp hour, but they sent him like a 50 amp hour battery because they didn't have any of the 20 amp hours. So,
but is the question that did you what's the size difference? If you were going towards a certain size on a solar panel and they bumped you up to a bigger one, yeah, that's great. It's more wattage, but if you weren't looking for a bigger solar panel, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I have a 100-watt panel. Who's that? Oh, there's Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey,
We
Mike.
were just talking about you. I've got a 100-watt panel, and I mean, it's pretty big. I don't know how much bigger a 150-watt panel would be, but I think if you're going to take a 100-watt panel out, it's probably okay to take a 150-watt panel out.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha.
What's going on, my POTA brother?
Oh, well, yep. POTA Daddy. I figured the POTA Princess should show up, right? In celebration of being on your stream, I'm a little closer to the source.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Michiganders unite, even though
Exactly.
I defected to Texas.
Once you live here, you're always a Michigander.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I lived there most of my life, so.
Yep.
Mike and I, this is Mike N8YO, by the way, if anyone doesn't know. He is an avid POTA activator, does a lot of CW, and I actually worked him today on CW, which was
nice.
really bad. I didn't have a key with me, but I programmed my 705's microphone. I programmed the A button to key down. So I'm pushing the button on the hand mic.
Oh, wow.
Actually, I'm not blowing smoke, man. It came out clear as day. It was good CW.
Wow, that's
like I said earlier, better than going through Kyle's remote. I had to.
Yeah, I have no idea what you sent back to me, but I knew the park because you were spotted. And
well, you were sending me your
park number.
No, that's what I was asking you because that's my default. Like I could tell you were sending me your park number and you did it once, and I think it was clear, but you sent it. You actually sent it pretty quick, and I'm like, okay, I need to confirm that. And I didn't even think about it. I just go, please repeat park number, and then I'm like,
gotcha.
I actually send. Oh wait, I forgot who I was talking to. 73.
I heard the 73.
I knew you would hear the 73.
But you were probably what 22 words a minute, Kian?
20. I always do 20.
Yeah, that's I mean, even if it was 5 words a minute, I wouldn't be able to copy it. It's just
I'll adjust
my
spacing if someone is sending a little bit slower, but I always keep the actual character speed at 20.
Yeah. So let's see. Joseph uses a 23 amp hour Dakota Lithium. Yeah, I've heard good stuff about them with the 7100 and a 7.5 hour CAN bat. I've not heard of them with his 817. Oh God, that'll last all day with an 817. It's been my life for the last park for my N1CC activator today. Nice, congratulations. Let's see.
Actually, speaking of Joseph, I want to say this in person. I've already told him like 3 times now, but congratulations on the FT8 off yesterday. Like he came out to win, man.
Did you lose?
Oh, I was in 3rd. So there were.
Oh my gosh!
Do you know the story? No. Do you know the story here? So Joseph won. I'll get to that in a second. Who came in 2nd was a special event station, Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, which was basically a special event that TO, I guess, had access to or something. And he got a lot of people behind the scenes to join in and activate on separate bands with that call sign. And every one of those contacts is at least a 3-point. Really, it's at least a 4-point contact because you get a 3-point special event bonus.
Oh, wow.
So they were just doing that to just clean my clock, basically. But Joseph came out and he did. I've thought about doing this, but he actually did it. He did a single operator 2 radio POTA on FTA.
Oh, geez.
So he was simultaneously operating on 2 bands the entire time. He's in Canada, so he's working a bunch of U.S. stations, and each of those gives him a DX bonus.
Yeah,
and he beat that special event station. It was awesome.
Nice.
So good job.
TC Fitz with another super chat. I thought we were going with Papa POTA now. Any of the monikers work. I have many names like Daenerys Targaryen. Dixie is nicer to look at. Yeah, I know I'm not nice to look at, but at least I have a proper happy hour drink. Thank you, TC Fitz. Super chats are welcome.
What 2 radios was he using, Mike?
He mentioned it. I'd have to go back and look in Discord. I know one of them was QRP rig, but he was on a ton of bands. He was on I think he was on everything from 160 up to at least 20, probably even higher than that.
Wow.
He was lighting it up.
Uh-oh. Hey, that's a nice shirt you got there, Kat.
Ah, thanks.
I'm wearing my Ham Radio 2.0 shirt in
I'm
honor
wearing
of Jason and Frank not being here.
Well, I'm wearing.
It looks like they're having a good time though.
K8
Yeah.
Marty shirt.
Yeah, that guy's pretty cool.
And does this suffice for the stupid blue drink everybody talks about me drinking? I had to modify it because I did not have lemonade.
What's in it?
Sprite, sweet and sour mix, Kenny's coconut rum, peach schnapps, and blue carousel.
Peach
Jesus,
schnapps.
gross.
What were we in junior high?
No, that is how they make the damn Kenny's cooler at Texas Roadhouse. Okay, they put peach schnapps in it. I
And
swear.
drunk.
God.
It's
Yeah, I don't think
there.
I've had peach
Gross.
schnapps since 6th grade.
I know.
No, I would never drink peach schnapps. That's gross. Mike
You know-
Kenner
you know,
Connect
I
has
never-
a question.
Okay.
For POTA activations, do you think the power difference between 10 watts on a 705 and 20 watts on a G90 makes a difference? Discuss.
No.
No.
A
Not at all.
little, but not
Half an S unit. I mean,
pretty much.
not
It's
really.
a difference of 10 watts.
Nah, it's logarithmic. It's a factor of 2. It's going to be an improvement, but you really don't notice until it's an S unit, 4 times power.
Yeah.
No, but it's a difference of 10 watts. You guys aren't doing math.
It is a
Wh- wh-
difference of 10 watts, yes.
Yes. Will you not do math on stream? You're not.
Maths. No.
You're not going to notice a difference between 10 watts and 20 watts. That's the key.
You will notice the 705 is an exponentially better radio and receiver and filter. The G90 is just basically a wide open receiver. So there's no noise reduction, no notch filter. That's my biggest gripe. I say that every single time the G90 comes up. I like the radio. I use it fairly often. But I mean it's cheap. It's a $430 radio. So what can you expect? I mean they're great. They're great. I don't have many bad things to say about them, but the 705 is way better.
Yep. Really gets down to selectivity and filters and how sensitive that receiver is, right?
Yep. There you go. Peach schnapps.
Snaps.
That'll be the.
We're going
that'll-
to need more schnapps. This is the Civil War episode.
Oh my
don't know
god.
that.
It's in the stupid drink at Texas Roadhouse. What do you want me to do? That's what I drink. So I had to go duplicate it. If I want to duplicate it, I gotta have peach schnapps.
Maybe that should be the drink for TC Fits. The nasty drink, like Jason was drinking the pickle. Maybe I'll get a bottle of
Ew.
peach schnapps and I'll take a little sip for the super
No,
chats.
do
You gotta put a
Fireball.
little
Do
pickle
Fireball.
juice in it to make it even
God, that's so
better.
awesome. Joseph,
Well, I was
the
thinking about
G90
making
for
electric
Lab
lemonade,
99.
but
Those are good.
I backed out of that.
So I'd just like to point out, I just got a ham alert. Jason's on 20 FT8. He can do FT8, but he can't get on the live stream. Just want to mention that.
Well, you don't need the internet for FT8.
That's true. Yeah.
Well,
So-
you need some type of GPS source to sync your clock.
No, you don't. No, you don't. JT Alert. Look it up. I've used it. It's helped me multiple times where I don't have cell signal and I can't sync to something. It actually figures out the time offset from the average time offset from the decoded signals.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, learned
Learn
something new.
something
Well,
every
I don't do a lot of FT8, so I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I'm not big on FT8 either. Every now and if I'm
It's
really
just-
bored. Do you FT8, Kat?
What?
Do you FT8?
No.
She does FT8 and a half.
Oh my god. I'm kind of slow, so just give me a minute.
Well, you got a whole minute with FT8.
Yeah. Joseph, you're very right. If you're
Oh, my
running
goodness.
QRP, running resident antennas will give you better results. Of course it will. It
Yeah.
always will. I'm killing it with the NFED half waves, though. And
Oh, yeah.
I want to show, I don't know how many people have seen these videos that I did on these 10 tenna QRP antennas. He's got a 100-watt version as well. But this is the first one that I bought. And the top, this is just a 3D printed case. And on one activation, it was like 97 or 98 degrees out. The top started melting and warping.
Oh, yeah.
So he saw the video and reached out to me and told me he was making a new version with a better plastic. So that's what it looks like now. I've used this twice now this week in the Texas heat. It's not quite as hot now, but no warping, no nothing. This antenna is awesome. I just made 50 contacts QRP with this antenna today. And this is the Soda Beams wire. That stuff is stupid cheap. I was just looking at it earlier.
I was going to ask you that question. Can you buy that wire straight up? Because I want it to. I've used it before. And
I'm fixing to show that. So this is the spool of wire that I bought. It's 100 meters. I bought it directly from Soda Beams. And I bought it when I still lived in Michigan. And somehow it got to me. I don't remember it. But it took like 4 to 6 weeks or something. I don't remember. But let's see if I can share the screen here. So here it is. This is the wire itself. Apparently it's $11.47. You got to pay shipping. I think it was like $25 shipping or something like that. But
that's a good deal.
That's just stupid cheap. It's 26 gauge wire. It's not poly stealth, but it's really good wire. And I like it a lot. And I like that it's yellow. You could see this wire from far away. Like it actually made it in my video. Like you could actually see it on camera. It was crazy. So, and the way I had it today was going right over the trail. So like people were walking under it and had no problems at all with that carbon fiber mast in the tree. So
is the
antennas.
Is the pull strength on that about the same as because the main advantage with poly stealth is I think it's got like a steel inner core.
Yeah, it's copper clad steel.
Yeah, so you can pull it. And that's saved me a few times. I would wonder with that light of a gauge of wire if you could do that.
So
I don't know.
So if you take a look, Tango Oscar Mike did a video and he compared the Poly Stealth to the Soda Beams, and the braking strength with the Soda Beams is a lot less than the Poly Stealth.
Yeah.
But I had a totally different opposite experience than Mike. I ordered 4 reels at 100 meters a pop, and I think my total was I paid like $30 in shipping, but I got it in like a week. It was quick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they must have had some shipping issues or whatnot, but yeah, it was. I've got 4 reels back behind here that I'm gonna do some antennas with.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Christiana Vergona with the $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Good evening, gang from Oregon. Hi, Mike. Love your videos. Hi, Christiana. I love you. Thank you for the super chat.
So did you activate a park today, Mike? I think that I saw you on the air. 8R MRD.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I got I think exactly 50 contacts, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, it was. I mean, I was out there for a few hours. I did about a 2.5 mile hike in, set up, and on the air. I kind of hunted parks first, and then I got on the air and called CQ, and then I filmed 2 videos today that I put out, and then I got back on the air and made more. So I got 51 QSOs today, one of which was a twofer, so technically 50, but the twofer counts for 2. So
I had a pretty tough hike on mine today. I had to take the Buddy Stick Pro a good 15 feet away from my car.
Yeah, I saw that picture. Nice charger with an antenna in front of it. That's awesome.
I always get the car in the picture.
That is a nice car. So yeah, 10 watts QRP. I got Spain yesterday. I was out. Ever since I got this Icon bag, literally every single day, I've gone hiking in the woods, and I've been doing like between 4 and 6.5 miles every day.
Good.
And it's freaking awesome. I love being out in nature. I love the wilderness. And I'm losing weight, which is a good thing. I'm actively trying to do that because I'm fat. So it's been keeping me very active. So
very good, Mike. You were were you doing the late shift? I think I've
technically done 2 POTAs today. I was active yesterday during FT8 off, and I stayed for a couple hours. So yeah, I did the late shift at park I'm working on my 3rd kilo for. And then today I did another park this afternoon. So the state park's only half an hour away from me. It's the nearest state park I haven't done yet. I tried doing it back in the spring, but it was closed off because it's a heavily wooded, rustic area, and all the snow melt and whatnot. I'm sure the road was in bad shape, but I was able to do it today finally, and had a pretty good activation. Worked Mike on CW, and got a lot of DX. And I'm making the shift lately. I'm doing more sideband during my activations. I still primarily do CW, but honestly, today I think I had like 40 or 45 contacts, and it was pretty much 50-50.
Wow. How do you guys you're portly. How do you guys keep track of your POTA activations? Like, you can go to the website and you can see the map, and then you go to your activations. But do you guys have like a notebook or something else that you keep track of where you have activated and what parks you have activated? Like, how do you keep track of ones that are in your area that you haven't activated yet? Just in your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Map,
I mean, you could go to the Parks on the Air website and look at your stats, and it'll tell you when you upload your log. There's so many statistics you can look at on your own kind of page, if you will, in the Parks on the Air. So
another thing you can do, and I've done this a few times when I have the question in my mind if I've done one or not. If you go to the map and you pick the park, you can select more info, and it'll pop up all the information, every activation that was ever done on it, so you can make sure if you did it or not.
Okay. But there's not a map that you can put up that says, in St. Louis, there's probably 30 or 40 parks within a hour drive of
Get on it.
And yes, I hear you. But it would be nice that if they could put together some type of map and it would like code the dots like blue or something, the ones that you have activated or something,
that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
So therefore you can be like, oh yeah, I need to go hit that one, next weekend.
Right.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
Red, you activated. Yellow, you haven't.
So K1MAZ is asking, you tried to find eBay for 10 tennas, couldn't find it. So the way you're going to get a 10 tennas antenna, it's just one guy. His name's Walt. He works me on almost every single POTA activation too. He sounds great. He is making these antennas by himself. He just bought a second 3D printer to keep up with demand. And what he's doing, so I would suggest just every morning, whenever you wake up, go to eBay and type in 10 tennas. If he has them available, there will be a link, and you will be able to find it. If they're not, you're not going to see a link. So I said in the other video, I think just in the comments, in the description, but I don't think I said that in the video. You need to search for it every day, because it's not. He doesn't have a dedicated store for the 10 tennas. If he's got them, there'll be a link. If they're not, you won't see them. So, but it's make sure you put 10 tennas with an S at the end. And that's how you do that.
Gotta be quick.
You do. That's what happens when K8MRD does an antenna video. So KM4ACK sold out, Pack tennas sells out, 10 tennas sells out. You guys gotta understand, these are guys that just do this as a side gig. Walt is retired, and he's just making antennas for the fun of it. I was just searching eBay for, I think I just typed in ham radio or something, and just searched eBay for stuff, or I might have typed in hand radio antenna or something. I found it, and I bought the high power version, the 100-watt version, and then he watched my channel. He's been a subscriber, so he knew who I was, and he sent me this QRP version. And once I did that review, I haven't done a review of the 100-watt version yet, but it's basically the same thing. It's just bigger torque inside of it. But he's just been blowing up, and
you have to bring your own wire, right?
Yes. So it's just the transformer. It's a 49-to-1 end-fed half wave. So that's why I bought.
Yeah.
Well, it might just be a coincidence that I bought this, because I actually bought this when I was still living in Michigan, just because I wanted thinner wire and yellow wire, and then I used it for the end-fed half wave for the 10 tennas, and it works fantastic. I mean, it's a 49-to-1. They're all kind of the same thing, but
right.
I like to support the little guys. So.
Yeah, I'm like you, Mike. I like the yellow wire. Whenever I look up, I want to make sure my antenna is still up in the air, right?
Yeah, I don't even care about it for that. It's more I mean, as the adage goes, if you put up, you could be in the middle, you could be on the moon, okay? Like we could be all with Kyle right now on the moon. If you put up an antenna, there's already people there. There's already someone.
I have literally, in fact, it even happened today. And I was in a remote. There were very few people. I have literally had people come up. Oh, hey, there's a wire while I'm like doing FT8 or something like that. You know, like transmitting 100 watts. Like they're just. It's always adults. Like kids are actually better about it. Like adults are just like, ooh, what's that? I want to touch it. It's like, what the heck are you doing? If they even see it. If they even see it, actually.
Yeah. I used to like the black wire because it was stealth and I didn't want people to see it. But then I was like, no, I actually do want them to see it. So,
yeah. I agree.
45 auto. Oh wait, I have to be the producer here. He's planning on winning the antenna that Shane's giving away. So Shane from this side of the radio, if you guys don't know who he is, just type in this side of the radio on YouTube and he'll come up. He's got a YouTube channel. He just passed 1,000 subscribers today. Congratulations. I invited him to the show. He said he's going to the Sammy Hagar concert. I said keep it under 55. But
oh yeah.
So Shane is giving away a Pac-10 end-fed half-wave. Hang on.
He's gonna get on his bad motor scooter and ride.
Yes. It looks like this. This is the Pac-10 end-fed half-wave. This is one of my 2 all-time absolute favorite antennas in the world. The other is the DX Commander Expedition. These things are very hard to get because George only does small batches of these. So,
and is that is that 100 watt or is that only like 100 watt?
100 watts. All Pac-10 antennas are 100 watts.
Oh, I thought he made like. Yeah. Okay.
Even when you put out orange cones near radials, people still manage to walk into the wires. Yes, they do.
I forgot who I was talking to that actually travels around with like 3 or 4 cones and he marks off. I think it was Jason Whiskey Echo 8 Lima. I think he was the one that was telling me that. I'm like, that is not a bad idea.
That's just more stuff to bring, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, most of my activations, if I move 100 feet, I've moved far. Like, I need to do what you're doing. And actually, when I originally got into POTA, I was going to. And then I'm kind of going more down the route of how many can I do in a day, and I don't want to do a 4-mile hike.
Yeah. I've been going this other route around the park, and that's about a 2.5-mile hike from the parking lot to where I go. But where I was today is like right on this dam, and there's a nice breeze that comes in, and that's I thought it was a longer hike. I thought it was like a 6-mile hike. It's only a 3.5-mile hike. So I might start doing that just because I haven't completed that last mile of the trail, and it would be nice to get in a longer 5 miles. It really doesn't take that long. It took me about 40 minutes to get in and 40 minutes to get out.
Yeah.
So, you know, an hour each way if you go another mile. I do about a mile every 20 minutes or something like that. So it's really not that bad. And now it's not hell's front porch out in terms of heat in Texas. It was still, I think it was like 92 or something, but the humidity's gone down and it's a lot more enjoyable to be outside. So
yeah, it's going to start to cool off and it's going to be nice to be out there.
Yeah.
It's already upper 70s up here now. Perfect.
Oh, wow.
September. But you know what comes after that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to trip over your own wires there. Yeah, I've done it.
There's
Patrick had trouble with his Pac-10 running FT8. Yes, it will overheat. You're pretty much QRP with that. So
I've come to the conclusion you have to derate antennas more for digital than even CW.
Oh, absolutely.
I have seen it on like the K6ARK. That's what I've got a couple of them that I run. I can run 15 watts CW and SWR is fine during that. But when I run FT8, after about 5 seconds, it starts saturating, and you can see that SWR creep up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. So I probably 10 watts might be the max I'd run on FT8 out of the Pac-10. I don't know. I haven't done it. So
I saw somebody in the chat. They purchased a Buddy Stick Pro.
There's a lot of us. There's a lot of us.
Yeah, I purchased mine. I guess on Wednesday, maybe Thursday. So hopefully it will arrive soon. I don't know when it's going to ship.
I heard through the grapevine that there might have been like 15 to 20 orders in the first 20 minutes when it was released.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
It's good.
everybody's doing videos on them. So
I know. Yeah.
new
I mean,
antenna. That's exciting news for me. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what a way to put the hype out there is to give it to a bunch of YouTubers and let them flood the market, right?
yeah, yeah. And Mike, you were using that in Huntsville,
Yep.
and you got, was it New Zealand on your first contact on CW?
Yep.
Something like that?
Zulu
So-
Lima 1 Bravo Yankee Zulu. Yep.
Yeah.
I've worked him on a few different POTAs, but yeah, I got him right off the bat.
That's awesome. Yeah, Shane just posted on Twitter yesterday. He got Alaska with it. He's up in Dallas, so from Dallas to somewhere in Alaska.
I got Alaska today with it.
Nice.
And
Yeah, that's
Spain
always
a couple
exciting to get
times,
Alaska.
and England, and all West Coast. Like none of it was Midwest.
Dixie will get Alaska when she gets her general. How's your studying going?
Good.
That means non-existent.
Yeah, that's
Hold on,
That's
that's
not
the hell
very-
said non-existent.
not a very
You said it
confident
was
good.
non-existent.
Mike
It
said
was
it was
non-existent.
non-existent.
Mike.
Yeah. Hey, there's
Oh,
Don
I
in
can't tell.
5SKT. So Don, Don has done something nice. Don has done something good for the world. But I don't want to say anything unless he says it's okay. So Don, can I tell them what you did?
Are we waiting for Don's answer?
Someone asked a question earlier. What bands was I? I'm usually on 20 and 40. I've been on 20 lately. 40 was freaking dead earlier today. Just nothing, and then it picked up a little bit. I heard KB9 VBR. He was activating, Mike, right when you and I made that sideband contact.
VBR.
But he was so down in the weeds, and I was back at the car. I hooked up the Tar Heel. I heard him on that. I'm like, ask. It only takes me like 2 minutes to put up that NFET half wave. So I put that up, and I still couldn't hear him. But
I was going to ask you that. Were you still in the park? Because you were pretty down. You were down
Yes.
low. I heard your call. I got your report. You were still in the park. Okay.
yeah. Yep. I
Apparently.
can't operate from home. My noise is too high.
Yeah.
What's that, Kat?
Oh, nothing. Somebody said I was going to either have to like take my general and pass it, or I was going to have to start cooking those brownies and bringing them to West Virginia. I'm not traveling all the way to West Virginia. That's not happening.
I wouldn't either. I'd just cook them and eat them.
Those
there you
special
go.
brownies?
No, actually,
Yeah,
we can
if
make
they're
them
special brownies, I'll drive to Alabama for.
I can make them special brownies.
No, I don't need that. Those are fun though.
I've never
Those
had
are
one.
fun.
I've heard.
never had any.
Those
I've
are the
never
best
had
fun
any.
brownies I've ever had.
Dude, in my 20s, I had one. I was like, oh my god.
Hey! I've never had one. I didn't drink until I was like 22.
I didn't drink until 3 days after I turned 21.
Well,
Wow.
I was pregnant when I was 21, Kyle. So it would not have been a very good thing to drink.
That's
while
true. Yeah, I was pregnant too, but
Don never answered, did he?
he did. He said yes.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
up in the chat, he said it's okay.
okay. So, I don't know what to say, but I'm going to say this publicly. Thank you, Don. So I did the review of the Icon bag, and I really, really like it. And Gigaparts just sent it to me on loan. They sent me another thing too that I'm going to review, but it's like $175. I don't have the money for that right now. Like, I mean, I do have money, but I'm being very, 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 very frugal right now. So $175 isn't in the cards. So Don decided to call Gigaparts, and he actually bought this for me. So
Oh, wow.
I don't have to send this back. I don't
That's
want to
awesome.
send it back. Dude, I have gone in the park every single day since Sunday and hiked with this. I love this so much. And thank you, Don, so much. N5SKT. That was just, I was just floored to get that message. So, am I taking questions from the YouTube chat? Yes, there you go. We're trying. It's going by quick. So, yes, thank you, Don.
Brownie harder.
Yeah, brownie. Dude, I haven't had a brownie in forever.
Look, I've got a recipe. If y'all want the recipe, I will send you the recipe. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Yeah, you go to the grocery store, you get the mix off the shelf.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that Betty
No,
Crocker?
no. Nope, it is not Betty Crocker. It is made from scratch.
It's
You saw me do it on no, you saw me do it on Ham Radio Clubhouse.
Yeah, but we didn't see the ingredients. We the people with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Cheers.
Cheers.
A few bucks closer. Yeah, buddy. So Mike, we had a QSO the other day. You remember how I sounded my call as K6DIC and I was using a remote station in North Carolina. I've worked a lot of contacts in the last few days. I remember someone doing a remote station. I do remember that call because I was like, sweet, I'm getting California, and then I was like, nope, it's North Carolina. But it shows California, I think, on the map. So, but no, I don't remember how you sounded. I'm sorry, but we worked, so that's all that matters. All that matters.
It's amazing how people come up to you. I'll have people just in St. Louis and say, hey, I worked you on 40 meters like 6 months ago while you were in a POTA park. And I'm like, okay, that's great. Well, do you remember that? I'm like, yes, I do. And that contact was amazing. And they're like, yeah, I know. It's awesome. And I'm just like, ham harder.
Where is HO6Y5? Or he's 6Y5HO. Oh, by Jamaica. Looking forward to working portable one of these days. You are the one who have inspired me the most. Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot.
Oh,
it is very, very humbling to have people like watch you all over the world. That's just absolutely crazy. So yes, I certainly hope to get you on the log. That I would probably stop at whatever I'm doing.
Jamaica probably has Jamaica probably has some awesome locations.
I'll bet.
Beautiful country.
There was an England station on today for Parks on the Air. I think there were two of them. I could barely hear them, but there was like a lot of QRM over them. I was, oh my gosh, to get England, or I mean any DX doing POTA is fantastic.
Jamaican me crazy.
You're making
Jamaican. Look, I worked with a Jamaican. He was fun.
Do you?
He was hilarious. His name was Curry. Yeah.
What about Kokomo? What about Aruba, Jamaica? Ooh, I want to take it. Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama.
Come on, pretty mama.
Key Largo, Montego. Baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast.
Exactly.
We'll take it slow.
How close can you be before you get monetized?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and when I was in third grade, I feel that song was on repeat on I think it was like Y100 and all the other radio stations. You could not get away from that song.
You know I met the Beach Boys, right?
Nobody cares.
No.
Hey,
what was that? Was that with the guy that was in Full House or without?
Uncle Jesse?
That was with the
Uncle
guy,
Jesse, yeah.
Yes,
was Uncle Jesse playing drums or was he?
Oh no, he played drums and he played guitar, and I got to dance on stage.
You got to dance on stage?
Yes, I got to dance on stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd admit that on public, but you know, now you're on a stream too, so.
I mean, it was fun, and I don't know. I got to dance next to John Stamos, so I don't know how many people can actually say that.
I think everybody would be geeked to dance next to John Stamos. So, Mark is asking which Soda Beam is that. This is the Soda Beams Carbon 6. I just did a video on that before the live stream. You can go check it out on my channel, KMRD Radio Stuff, the one you're watching right now. But yeah, this mast is freaking awesome. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm not just saying that. I paid for this. This is not a sponsored thing. I bought this. It's like $60. I think they're back ordered right now, though.
Did you get the steak that goes with it? I ordered it directly from Soda Beam, so it came from the UK. But because you couldn't find the steak anywhere around here, but it'll fit perfectly inside of it. You can just it's tapered at the end. You can put it in the sand, dirt. Michigan, I've done it in packed snow. Works perfectly.
Yeah,
you can set it up there.
I didn't even know there was one of those.
Yeah, it's only like $15.
So I mean, like, having this Icon bag has totally changed my POTA life in the last week. I'm not taking anything heavy. I'm not bringing guy ropes and stuff. Like, so the other day I'm out and I just leaned it up against a tree and it stayed. Because I'm putting the feed line in a tree and like just tying it with a bungee cord or something, so that the mast really isn't supporting much. It's supporting 65 feet of 26 gauge wire. I mean, it's nothing. So I'm not guying anything. It's oh my gosh, like literally, you open the zipper where the 705 is, you plug in the coax, you pull the wire, you throw it up the tree, you're done. It's just never have I had a faster way to put up anything other than like my Tar Heel, plug it in and push the button and it goes up, you know. But
I think my favorite deployment with Carbon 6 so far wasn't even technically a POTA. It's when I did the trip with Matt, A4MQ. We were camping in the UP for about a week, early August, late July. And the first night we were there, I'm like, I need to get on the air. And I still was before the buddy stick, so I was still running QRP with the K6ARK feds. I hadn't tried using it in inverted V fashion yet, so I'm like, and the way that our campsite was laid out, that's about all I could get away with safely.
Yeah.
So I set it up and staked it in a corner, and I bent the inverted V to 90. And when you do that, you don't really impact the SWR that terribly much, but you get extra gain basically in between the two legs. So if it's at a 90, at the 45, you get gain, and then opposite that direction. I aimed it right at Europe, and I was working EU like all night.
Wow.
10 watts on FT8.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very awesome. So Paul Jameson is saying, so here, logging is a big hot button with me right now. So Paul, I have all my logs. My logging software that I use on my Mac, for some reason, doesn't want to talk to Logbook of the World right now, and I've downloaded so many of those stupid freaking keys that you need. Logbook of the World is the bane of my existence right now. It's a freaking nightmare.
Yep. They're going to redo it.
Yeah, they're probably going to make it even worse. I love what the ARL does. But
they say they're going to make it easier.
It is stupid. It's absolutely stupid. So I have all my so usually I upload from my logging software to Logbook of the World, and then I'll download it periodically to QRZ. It'll happen at some point. It's just not on my list of things to do right now. Jeff, no, that is not my first problem. I love my Macs. There's always someone. Look at this guy. You use a Mac? Oh, there's your first problem. Yeah. Shut up.
Hey, Mike, you know what I
have an
love?
Apple phone, so.
Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. All the haters. Get a real computer.
You know, I opened Hammers today for the first time in a couple of days, and I guess it updated. So the QRZ lookup has now been changed to hamdb.org, right? And it's a free service. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah, that's
has that been there for a while, and I'm missing it? Okay.
Yes. But I've used, I changed it to ham something. One of the other ones that you need an account for, but I haven't.
Yeah, I didn't know hamdb.org or hamdb.com was a free service, and it's got unlimited lookups, which is great. I had no idea.
Hamqth.com is what I've been using, because that'll usually pull up the DX. So
yeah, that's
PC Fits. Again with the super chat, 108 watch and only 18 likes. Come on, people. Yeah, you don't like us? Cheers.
Yeah.
I have to give props to Jeff.
5 thumbs up.
I have to give props to Jeff in 4Pod. He's had a couple of good zingers in there. He was talking whenever we're talking about Uncle Jesse. He said Uncle Jesse from the from Full House, not Dukes of Hazzard. And then he also said whenever you guys were talking about soda polls, he's like, I need a sofa pole to work DX from my sofa.
Well, that's how the question was asked, was about what sofa beams. Yeah.
Sofa.
Little typo. That's okay. He's probably using a Windows computer, and Clippy came in and tried to autocorrect with spelling.
I love Clippy.
No. Cortana came in.
Cortana. My God.
No. We got to hail Clippy.
Here's another thing about Windows. So right before I lost my job, we started doing these remote meetings. We've always been doing them on Zoom. Zoom works. Okay, why mess with it? So then they switched to Microsoft Teams. Is that what it is?
MS Teams.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Oh yes, and I hate Teams.
basically, I feel that Microsoft basically like got their boardroom together, and they're like, all right, guys. So there's Zoom, there's Skype, there's FaceTime, there's all these great softwares that allows you to stream together. Okay, and they have great features. So let's create something that takes away all those great features and makes it the worst software on the face of the earth, and that's Microsoft Teams. That's what they did. That's how they came up with that.
We've got Teams at work also, and the latency is so great that, and it's probably our network too, but whenever two people talk on the cell phone and they back out and they start talking again at the same time, that's what MS Teams is. And Clippy was ahead of its time. It was. Clippy was... Now we got a flood of Clippies.
Well,
I'm sorry, that's just too darn funny. IKO4 with the $6.50 super chat. Here's a new caliber for you, Mike. I'd do 270, but that's too expensive. Yeah, you got to move that decimal. Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Man.
Now we got everyone
Here we are.
hating on all their stuff.
I hate
their work stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. That's terrible. Anyway, I don't care what you guys use. I use Macs. I love them. I've had Windows computers for the first 30 years of my life, and I've hated every single one of them. Screw Windows. It's the worst
computers
crap on the face of the earth.
Operating systems have always been just like radios for me. I use all of them. There's one time.
SofaBeams.com is still available.
Sofa Beams. I like that.
Sofa Beams.
That's great.
Hey, is onlyhams.com available still? I wonder.
I know onlyhams.us is taken.
Is it really?
.us is taken. What about onlyhams.com? What about onlyhams.com? We should totally take that before somebody takes it.
Yeah. Jim FEP Labs bought the domain and it forwards to his YouTube channel.
I'll come up with another one. I'll wait till the license comes up for a year, and then I'll go grab it. You can do that.
K8 Mac. There you go.
K8 Mac.
Love it. Kyle Zering with the $5 Mike POTA
POTA Clippy.
Got a new name. That's fine. Oh, let's see. TC Fitz with another $6.50. We're on Calibers. Creedmoor, baby. I don't have one of those. A few more super chats. I'll be able to get a Creedmoor. I'm a 5.56 guy. I usually carry a Glock 380 or a Glock 9mm.
I have a 380 car.
Cars are nice too. I haven't really played with them, but I hear good things.
Well, they're good. I shot it a couple of times.
Oh well, that is
that's all you need.
Fantastic review. They're good, guys. She shot it a couple times.
I mean, it's not like I go to the stupid shooting range all the time, so don't even give me that beat.
I mean, we just shoot it right up in the air on New Year's Eve, just boom, boom, boom.
Don's a Mac hater too.
That's how we do it in Alabama. Boom, boom, boom up there.
Hold on. You don't know anything about Bama. Do you, Kyle?
There aren't Glock haters. They are. They're just.
I know where it's on the map. That's all I need to know.
There's one in this chat right now, or in this meeting right now. You
don't like Glocks?
I've never had good luck with them. I know they're good guns. They work for a lot of people. People swear by them. I love the third-party support for all of them. They have never felt right in my hands, and I have tested many. I don't like how they handle. I am not a Glock fan, but I know they're good guns.
I'm not a fan of SIG. I had a SIG,
Oh,
and it was a
okay.
bad.
Now
it
shots
was,
are fired.
I had a SIG.
No pun intended.
Yeah, I don't own one, but my next one will be a SIG.
Well, the one I had was very bad from the get-go, so it was just a bad gun.
I gotta
Shot
get another
fired.
beer. Talk amongst yourselves.
Shot crooked.
No, it shot like it dry fired. I shot it and it dry fired. I gave it to my dad. He shot it. It dry fired, and so I just ended up selling it to somebody, and they ended up fixing it. Whatever the problem was.
You know, that is one thing that I don't know anything about is guns. Wasn't a big gun family.
When it dry fires,
No, I know what that means.
Okay.
I'm not. My family just wasn't a big gun family. We just didn't. Not a lot of gun talk in the family.
Well, you know what? Next time you come to Bama, Kyle, we'll just take you out shooting.
Well, I can do that in Missouri.
I was gonna say
You know what?
easily do that there.
Yeah,
Well,
you don't even have to have a
Missouri
permit to
too.
carry in Missouri.
Yeah.
You don't have to have one in Texas anymore either. I don't think.
I just finally I got my CPL about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was right after I got back from Huntsville. I got it.
Yeah, I have my concealed carry from Missouri, but then literally 2 months after I got it, they passed a law where you didn't have to have it anymore.
No. It's still a good idea. Actually, a lot of people I know that live in states where you can just go in and get the permit actually want there to be a class and a certification process for reciprocity.
Yeah.
Here's the shade right there.
Yeah.
The
Is
Glock
the Glock
fail.
with both
No,
hands?
I would not say
No.
that. No.
No.
That's probably Taurus or High Point.
Oh, High
I'm not
Point for
falling
sure.
asleep.
Yeah.
I am not falling asleep.
There we are. David Davenport, Keely Yankee 4, Golf Mike, wheel guns all the way. What is a wheel gun? Is that a revolver?
Yes.
I'm thinking that's
I
what he
think so.
meant. I haven't heard that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kyle, yeah, I don't have to go very far to hear gunshots around my house.
Oh, you don't have to.
You live in the hood.
Yeah.
I do not
All you have
live
to do
in
is-
the hood, thank you.
If you hear gunshots all around, unless you're next to a shooting range.
Yeah. Have you been to St. Louis? You know that we're the murder capital of the world?
Come on.
I've never. Hey, Kyle, these are the states I've been to, okay? I've been to Mississippi. I've been to Tennessee. I've been to Georgia, and I've been to Florida. And I've been to one other place. I'm not saying.
You need to get more. You need to get out.
Yeah.
My dad had a Colt Python. That thing was sweet. He was a 45, I think, something like that. That thing was awesome.
So I might just come to Missouri, the show me state.
You need to go to Branson. Go to Dollywood or something. Isn't that where Dollywood's at?
No, Dollywood is a Rearville Pigeon Forge.
Oh, I don't even know. You need to come to Branson and mingle with the old people.
Is
Just
Charles going to be there?
Make sure if you're going through St. Louis to go through East St. Louis on your way. It's
Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful part of the country.
I mean, you
9
eat,
out of 10 on Yelp.
you eat some brisket in East St. Louis, I guarantee you'll be back.
Sure.
I'll go anywhere there's brisket. I don't care.
I've
I've had really good barbecue
in
in Maryland.
I have a friend who lives in St. Louis.
Here's a good question.
What?
Yes, abso-frickin-lutely.
Not 100% of the time. I need to get there.
Yeah, I'm pretty much always carrying. So
Didn't you see like a snake or a coral snake or something?
yes. So here is a little bit of
Sorry.
Tennessee Chattanooga whiskey. Let's see, the biggest super chat will get that. Yes, so I was hiking on Monday, I feel, and there was a coral snake. I saw that, so I filmed that. That was really cool, really pretty. And then I feel the other day I saw a copperhead, big freaking guy. I don't know what a copperhead looks like, but it was kind of big and grayish.
Copperheads are more brown.
It
They
could have been
kind of mix in
brown.
with the grass.
It was a little far away.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably like 20 feet from me, and it jutted off into a tree.
It's probably a good idea that you do carry, considering the fact that you had that alligator encounter.
Nah, they're not gonna mess with you. And then I saw the tiniest little garter snake just sitting in the trail today. So I've seen 3 snakes so far. No rattlers, thank God. I was hiking, dude. I was way back there. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I did like a 6.5 mile hike, and I was in the very perimeter of the park on like a service road kind of thing, but it's kind of a trail as well. And like, there's nobody back there. And I'm like, some areas are kind of grassy, and I'm just like, I know there's going to be a snake that's going to want to come in and kill me. But
did you see the video of in Florida the alligator that ate some guy's dog, and he jumped into the lake and wrestled the alligator?
Yes.
And he pulled the alligator up over his head.
Oh man!
I don't know if I saw him pull an alligator overhead, but I saw a little dog like get pulled into the.
Yeah, there's an extended thing, and he pulls the alligator up out of the water. I'm like, wow.
But yeah, that's
no gators here. Nice. I don't know. There might be a gator in the Mississippi. Who knows? There's a lot of things in the Mississippi, including dead bodies.
There is probably alligators in the Mississippi River, Kyle. There's probably alligators there, if I had to guess.
No,
right at the mouth, maybe a little bit. Yeah, probably.
Oh, for sure. I bet they're at the mouth.
No,
they're all the way up here. I'm 70 miles north of Houston, and there's alligators here. So I don't think they're in St. Louis though.
They could be in St. Louis. You don't know that.
There's some people.
I would doubt it.
Mm-hmm. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
We have freshwater jellyfish in Michigan.
What?
Nice.
Yeah, you didn't know that? I've seen pictures of it, dude.
Do you have to pee on yourself if you get stung by it?
They're like dime size. They are technically part of the family, but they're really tiny. It's not like, man of war or anything like that. Completely the complete opposite. But we do have a freshwater species. Yep.
Interesting.
Bull sharks are in the rivers too, like Mississippi and stuff down there in the Gulf and all that kind of crap. Just FYI.
Yeah, some can kind of change over from freshwater or from saltwater to freshwater.
That's bull sharks.
Now we're on the rate my looks portion of the.
Wow.
Bald, no beard. Nobody's ever seen me bald, no beard. I've had a beard since I like puberty. I don't know about that.
Is this true? Do you have any pictures of you?
I mean, if you saw a picture of me in high school, so probably actually right after high school, I probably started growing a beard. So any pictures of me in high school, I probably had a goatee maybe, and no beard. But I had hair then. I had long hair in high school. So, but then in my early 20s, it started like receding, and I was just like, screw it, and I've been shaving it ever since I was like 24, I think. So, yep.
Well, then that answered their question.
I'm still sitting in my dirty pee pants. What are you talking about? Here's Cascadia. Thank you, Annie. Which version do we have right now? We like that one. Thank you. This is bald me with a beard. Yeah, I did shave today though. So.
Oh, you shaved?
I did.
Oh, we're proud of you for that.
Yeah, like once a week, maybe I'll shave.
Okay.
Man, if I could shave once a week, I would. I hate shaving.
That's why I only shave once a week.
I know, but this is a couple of days.
Oh wow.
Really?
But it all depends on if I have to go into work or if I'm working from home.
I hate shaving too.
It's a pain in the butt. If I could take a pill and it wouldn't put hair on my face, I would.
Yeah, most of the pills that are advertised for hair are doing the opposite of that.
I know.
Can Anime send some of her friends down to Texas?
I got much happier once I started dating bald men.
I can't comment on that. Technically, the last two husbands were bald.
Oh, well.
Oh,
You need
wrong
to
one.
find like a long-haired. Didn't you say you talked to some like 80s rock star that had like a mullet or something at Huntsville?
Oh my God! No,
There
I
you
don't
go.
talk to him. He messages me all the time. I never said I talked to him. He messages me all the time.
Get you an 80s rock
No.
star boyfriend with hair.
No, 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 Like that is a negative. Look, Kyle's just like.
What? I'm not. I'm even looking. I'm looking at the chat.
Yeah, I know. You're looking at the chat. No, just no.
So, what's your favorite 80s hair metal song?
Who, mine? Oh shit.
What band was he in?
I don't know what band he was in. He's in
Oh.
local bands here. Pour Some Sugar on Me is probably one of my favorites.
Oh my gosh.
Def Leppard, good choice.
I mean, early
Thank
Def
you.
Leppard is good. I'm not sure if.
Careful, Kyle. You're gonna start
when
dating
children-
yourself soon.
Oh, jeez. Everyone knows how old I am.
White Snake, When Children Cry.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Is Ted Nugent a ham? I feel I've not heard that.
I think he is.
No, I don't think so.
I
I did a
know,
trivia on all the famous hams, and he didn't pop up.
No, I don't think Ted's a ham.
Hold on.
Deadly Tedley.
Let me see.
Everyone's on Google right now.
It's Joe Walsh is a ham.
Right.
Oh, definitely.
Not. I don't think Ted Nugent is.
No.
That'd be sweet if I was doing a POTA and Deadly Tedley came back to me. That's what they call him on 101.1 WRIF,
yes,
baby,
he is.
Detroit. Is he really?
Apparently he is. Yes, apparently he is. I just Googled it.
No kidding. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. He's all about hunting and outdoors and stuff and the life. What has 9 arms and 10 legs?
No, there's a There's a guy by the name of
Hold on.
Ted Nugent that has a ham radio license, but it's not the Ted Nugent. It's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Look him up on the Zed.
Yeah. Well, if you look
I'm
at
looking.
it's KA1JBE, and yeah, he's got pictures with Joe Walsh, but that ain't Ted Nugent.
Oh.
Really?
Gene
well.
Simmons. He's got Harry Winkler. He's one with the Fonz. Look at this guy's QRZ page is awesome. It's the best one I've ever seen.
POTA Daddy Mike did my first activation yesterday at a site with only 4 activations until me. Nice job. Thanks for the bad or good info. Hey, brother, I've been a bad influence my whole life, man. It's my privilege. Okay, now Christiana's saying Bon Jovi is a ham?
I know.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
He's living on an NFED.
Joseph Victor Echo 3 Golf Kilo Tango is a 90s kid. Who is Ted Nugent? Ted Nugent is a rocker. I'm not a huge fan of his music, honestly. Probably most famous for the 90s song from the band Damn Yankees called High Enough.
I was gonna say Stranglehold.
Yeah, Stranglehold is his big one, right?
So I'm not a big Ted Nugent guy, so I really can't throw a bunch of songs down. Wango Tango.
You gotta remember we're from Michigan,
Okay.
so that amplifies.
So-
if
Yeah.
you
Oh,
like
Cat Scratch
it.
Fever.
Yeah,
Cat Scratch
Yeah,
Fever.
Cat
That's
Scratch
probably his
Fever,
most famous one. Pantera covered that. Good Texas band. Rest in peace, Diamond Vinny.
Talking
Okay,
about bands, you
so-
know what got released today? Did you notice what got released today on digital?
A new Nickelback album.
That could be. I'm not really
Hey,
sure,
you
but
probably
Do
know
not
all about
Nickelback. Do not knock Nickelback. I like Nickelback.
oh my
Don't
god, jeez.
What
No,
got released?
the Metallica Blacklist album
Oh,
with
yeah.
all the covers on it,
Yeah, so,
which is excellent.
Liquid
It's
Metal
excellent.
on satellite has been playing nonstop Metallica since
Yeah.
Labor Day weekend, and they're playing all of that stuff.
Nice.
I just
I
heard.
re-
Go ahead.
I remember August 12th, or maybe it was August 10th. 1991, stood in line at Street Side Records for the Black Album at midnight. Remember whenever albums were released at midnight and you had to stand in line to buy the album?
I never did, but I remember that, yes.
Yeah. Stood in line at midnight, and it was pandemonium. I mean, the line was probably 500 or 600 people deep in front of Street Side Records to get that Black Album. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Crazy.
What a good album. I mean, it's not their best album, but man, does that have a bunch of hits on it that
Okay.
I'll put that album in and just let it ride.
The songs that aren't hits are the ones that I will tend to gravitate towards on that album, just mostly because they play. I mean, I think everyone got into Metallica because of Enter Sandman.
Right.
Or at least got more into them. I was really big into Guns N' Roses when that album came out.
I like Guns N' Roses
I
too.
listened to Metallica, but not as much as I did. And then I got the Black Album, and then I went back to Kill 'Em All and Puppets and Justice and
yep. Puppets got me involved.
What's the other one?
I got the end of Puppets, and then
Ride the Lightning.
for Justice is really what sealed the deal.
Yeah.
I came along a little bit later. It was it was Black Album for me for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Master of Puppets is easily my favorite Metallica album. Easily. It's just so good.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I
It's
can't say if I have a favorite one. I really do like all of them. I'm not a huge fan of the newest one though, at all. There's like one good song on it, "Spit Out the Bone."
Oh, Death Magnetic.
No, it's not Death Magnetic. It's Hardwired to Self-Destruct.
Oh, so yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Death Magnetic is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Saint Anger. If they took the goddamn ping out of the snare, that would be an awesome album.
Nah,
I just
I don't
can't
mind.
listen to it.
I like Saint Anger.
I mean, I liked some songs off Saint Anger. But man, my 20 spreads. That's great.
Do you remember the Onion article? It was Matchbox 20 releases a new album, Beige.
No.
Google it. Google
Oh,
it. It
yeah.
was perfect.
That's funny.
Hey, Rolly's
All
here.
right.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Rolly.
Well, I'm gonna
Am I
go.
Evil is not even a Metallica
It's not even a Metallica song. It's a Motorhead song.
All right, see you later, Kat.
7-3.
Bye.
Didn't want you here anyway.
Later, Cat.
She gone.
So yeah,
All
when
this
Load,
ham radio talk. I don't know what to say.
when Load and Reload came out, I was not that big of a fan, even though I was in high school. But they grew on me, like especially in the past 5-10 years.
Oh, I love that, dude. I can
I
can
know.
play like both of those albums front to back on guitar. I can just put it on and go.
Yeah.
It's like basically the same riff in every song, kind of, or the same scales and patterns and stuff. It's awesome. But yeah, those are really, and they're a half step down, which is great. I usually play a whole step down because I just have a lower voice and I can't sing in standard tuning. And it's good that they tune it down.
Anime with the comment of the night. My first concert was Fugazi at Olympia Backstage Theater. Oh,
This is
wow.
this is not a Fugazi concert.
But my Fugazi, what a band! What a band!
I can't say I could. So I went to high school with a girl named Erin Sullivan, who was a humongous Fugazi fan.
Oh, I love Fugazi.
She was really hot too. I had a crush. I had a crush on her. I still talk to her brother all the time. Yeah, she was. I remember that shirt. This is not a Fugazi shirt. Something.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I have to look at. They had one really good song that I actually loved. And there's a bunch of high school kids over in Cleveland that remade it, and it's awesome. Everyone should take a look at. It's the same kids that made Tool. They remade the Tool song. Did you see that? Internet, it got 5 million views. It's a bunch of kids doing 46 and 2.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Same kids did a Fugazi song, and it's amazing.
Huh. Let's see. Here's a good question. Getting back to ham radio. This is a ham radio show.
How about them ham radios?
All right. Can you recommend an amp for the 705 or just use the 891 when I need to break pile-ups? Well, are you talking about portable or just in general? Because I wouldn't just use the 705 at home. And to take the 705 and an amp portable is silly. Like, yes, I have an amp. I have the what the hell is it? The Zygu XPA 125B. Yeah. I would just take the 891. Honestly.
891's an awesome radio.
Yes, it is fantastic. But I don't know if there's many other amps. I mean, I suppose you could get an Elecraft amp.
Yeah. I have one of those for my KX3. It's a good amp.
I don't know what else I would use with the 705. I don't know much about
well
amps.
Just might as well buy an 891.
Yeah.
The cost.
Yeah.
If you want to do QRP, just get the 705. If you want to do QRP, you can also get the 891 and just turn the power down. So, but yeah, I'm in love with the 705. That's my newest thing. So, well, no super chats, but here's to you guys. I appreciate everyone.
Cheers.
Not gonna let that was some good Chattanooga whiskey that KM4ACK gave me. So, what's the amp Julian uses? That's the 599 Labs, something or other. I don't know, but yeah, that would be a good amp. I don't know much about it. I haven't watched that video yet, but I don't have any desire to get an amp for my 705. I mean, I have one, but I don't really use it. I'll throw it on the front porch every now and again if I want to, but I think it's contradictory to get the 705 and then get an amp for it. And you just get an 891. So,
you know, with the bands coming up, I mean, in a couple of years, you're gonna turn on your radio and you're gonna be working Europe on 10 meters QRP. You know, it's the bands are gonna light up in the next couple of years like you wouldn't believe. So QRP is, you know, it's hard during a low sunspot cycle, but man, is it going to be fun here in 2 or 3 years?
Definitely.
Don's got the Mercury 3 for his 705.
Don made a reference to the Mercury 3. Great.
Yep. That took an hour and 15 minutes. He did get here late though.
That's true.
So
I think he did mention something complex earlier. I let that slide. Yeah.
Last show I went was Maiden in Sunrise, Fort Lauderdale. My hometown. I actually grew up in Lighthouse Point, just north of Fort Lauderdale.
I can't remember what the last concert that I went to that before COVID. I mean, they're having concerts now, but I can't remember the last concert I went to tell you the truth.
Mike knows what the last concert was.
Your last concert was also my last concert. Just
no,
different concert. The last concert I saw was Between the Buried and Me in Lansing.
Yeah, you and me were at that same show. We didn't know each other yet, but we were.
Okay. Yeah, me and some buddies drove out there.
Yeah, I saw him in Detroit right before Huntsville.
Yep.
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, look who we have here. Mr. Joshua.
Hello.
What? Abri!
How's it going, everybody?
What's going on, brother? Thanks for coming out.
Oh man, it's my son's birthday today. That's why I'm not up north with all the cool people that are out there having fun. So he's
why you didn't go.
8 years old.
Oh, they grew up so fast.
I know, it's crazy.
I think that's
insane.
how old Satan is. Satan, when?
Satan. Hey, Satan.
He's not around. He was just in here.
What's the other name of your cat? Lucifer?
I only have one cat.
Oh, you only have one cat. Right.
Yeah.
I have two cats. The black cat is called George Kittay. And the white one is called Wilma Katner.
Was that a play on words with George Takei?
No, this was completely accidental.
No.
Oh, okay.
I thought. Don't you have a dog? Don't you have a dog too?
Yeah, named Charlotte. No special thing.
Yeah, no special. No.
It's not a good Charlotte.
No, I was never really a fan of Good Charlotte.
No, neither was I.
Yeah.
So what are you drinking tonight, Josh?
I am having. Well, I've had a couple of drinks.
Good.
So it's let's see, what am I drinking? It is a Hop Cloud hazy IPA. Definitely a hipster on that can.
You think?
No question about it. So a beer for me. A beer for me. Made for me. We went to a food establishment this evening. It's because it's my son's birthday, and this Sunday's his birthday party, and it's Harry Potter theme. And there is there's like a witch's brew pub that's down the street from us. It's called the Cauldron. The last time we went, it was very Harry Potter themed, but then the time we went to it now, it's very sexy witch themed. So it's changed a little bit since the last time we went there.
Thanks for the better, evidently.
Do you walk in and be like, something's changed here?
Oh my! So we walked in with my dad's with me, and we sit down, and they've got all these like pictures on the wall, and the pictures are all like occult witch women, like chained up and like all this weird stuff. And it's like, hey, tell me, Josh, in Harry Potter, are the women all in distress? That's what my dad told me. And I'm like, no, Dad, this place is just a little extra.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's great. I'd love that for my 8th birthday party.
It's actually pretty cool. There's a big mirror that's above the hearth. And it has an eyeball, like an eyeball that comes, like a Godzilla eyeball that comes right up to the front of the mirror, like, from behind. It's pretty cool. It's nicely done.
It's tastefully done.
It's a tasteful giant green eyeball. Yeah.
I was thinking of you the other day, Josh. I was at the grocery store. Don't get too excited.
Okay.
I was at the grocery store grabbing a 6-pack. And they didn't have my my regular IPA, so I'm like, all right, well, what the heck else do I get? So I'm looking through I'm at the HEB. I'm not at the Specs where we usually get beer. The HEB is just a grocery store here.
Oh, that's right, dude. The Heb is no joke. The HEB in Texas is the best.
Well, their beer selection sucks.
Yeah, well, but everything else is great.
Yeah, it is. Their meat department's fantastic.
Fantastic.
So I'm looking for like any good IPAs, and there were legit 5 different kinds of pickle beers.
Oh.
5. There was the one that Jason was drinking, and 4 other completely like different different breweries. There, like, one was a IPA, one was a pickle. This was a pick. It's like,
I should have looked. I should have looked when I was there in Austin, because the HEB's all over the place. I should have looked. Yeah. There's no excuse for me not looking for pickle beer while I was out, because apparently that's like a Texas thing. There's people killing pickle beers.
I don't know. I would never look for one. So,
I mean, you got people in the chat. Joe's in there saying, "Yeah, absolutely."
Oh, wait, I meant to click on
and then there's people that just hate it. That's a sign of a good any kind of thing where you have people that are either 100% on board or like offended by the fact that people enjoy it. That's how you know you got something good there.
Who would think to put a pickle in a beer? Pickles are so gross to me. So, beer is just so delicious.
So who would think to put pickles on a pizza? Right? I've heard of pickle pizza before.
I've definitely had it. It's delicious.
Yeah, it's like mind blowing. I'm like, where has this been my entire life?
Mind blowing.
No, it is seriously. Well, the one that I had, I'm like, it went way high on my list.
Do you guys have BJ's out there? Do you guys all have BJ's Pizza Kitchen?
No, not that I know. I don't know what's in Texas.
Hey, you guys all got BJ's where you're from? No, it's a deep dish pizza place. They do Chicago style pizza, and they had a cheeseburger pizza for a long time, and it was ground beef, pickles, with a white ketchup-y burger sauce that they put on there with the cheese. It was freaking good. It was really good. And then they discontinued the pizza, and so I was like, "What's going on, guys? You had the best thing ever going," and they were like, nobody bought it. And I'm like, I understand. I get it.
So I gotta say something when it comes to Chicago deep dish pizza. I only live an hour and a half away from downtown Chicago. Well, I like it, but here's the thing.
I like it.
Thin crust New York style. You can get it pretty much. You can get it here. You can get that style everywhere. Deep dish pizza, I have to drive 50 minutes to start getting to places that may actually sell it.
Yeah,
I'm very close, but I can't get it around me.
I mean, that's the trick with the Chicago deep dish is you have to go to an establishment that has the chaise lounges after you eat it, so you can take a good nap after you consume the pizza, because you usually have to have a little nappy when you're done with it.
I love Chicago style pizza. Love it. It's good.
All right, here's a ham radio question. Always wondered, how do hams get those map plots of their contacts, and how far in direction? Which tool logging app are you using? So
there's a lot.
There are. So there's an app you can download on just about any device you own called Hammers. Hotel Alpha Mike Romeo Sierra Hammers. The web page is hammers.app. Go there, and that logging software. It's really a portable logging software. That'll do it. There's also, if you go to qsomap.org.
Yep, that's what I use. QSO Map.
You can do that.
That's for the YouTubers.
QSO Map QSO Map is a little tough to figure out once you finally log in and you pick your map and then you upload your ADIF file. But once you get to that point, you're good to go.
Tip for the pros though is just use Grid Tracker and then just use your computer screenshot and just screenshot it.
Yep, you can do that too. Yeah.
And then if you want to make it look like you made a lot of contacts, you just crank up that slider all the way, and then it just looks like a goddamn Christmas tree lit up when you crank it.
This is a G-rated show, Chris. BJs are completely different in North Carolina.
It's true.
East Coast, West Coast.
In North Carolina, it comes with a biscuit biscuit and grits.
Grits. BJ with grits.
A BJ with grits. That's right.
Oh, I love grits.
Can you get that out at the Cracker Barrel?
I don't know. You're welcome, Pez. I think I've only eaten at a Cracker Barrel once, and it was against my my desire.
It's all right. It's not anything to write home about.
They do have good mac and cheese.
Yeah, their mac and cheese is good. Yeah. Yep.
I feel mac and cheese is really hard to screw up, though.
What's good mac and cheese? You got to have some like insanely good mac and cheese for me to be like, that's good mac and cheese.
Have you guys done this?
Bold peanuts, bold peanuts.
Peanuts in Coke.
No, but okay. So, all right, this is actually a real thing.
It is.
They said boiled peanuts, though. Boiled peanuts is not what this was from. You go get the Planters. Actually, the bag that skinny bag of Planters was designed to actually for you to pour it into a Dr. Pepper. I believe the story started with Dr. Pepper being the first one, but Coke obviously followed.
I read it as Coke, and I only heard this a few years ago.
Yeah, so the story goes. Yeah, the story goes is that, the factory workers would have very limited time on their break, and they wanted a snack and a drink, and so they just take their peanuts and dump it into their Coke, and then they drink it and get the snack all at the same time. Their hands are dirty, all that stuff, so they just dumped it in there without having to hold anything and just drank the beverage with the peanuts. And it's actually very good. If you've ever had it. Yeah, it's very good.
I did that. You get the Mexican Coke, the Coke in the glass bottle with the real sugar.
The real Coke. That's right.
Real Coke.
That's
and
right.
you put them peanuts, and you put them boiled peanuts. They're not boiled peanuts. They're just regular salted Planters peanuts, but it is freaking good. It really is.
When do you put the Mentos in?
You don't.
No.
If you want to do that to Pepsi, because Pepsi is crap, do that all day long.
Oh,
don't ever desecrate.
I love it.
I
love the stance.
Coca-Cola.
I love the stance here. I love it.
I mean, really?
Yeah, no, I'm 100% Team Coke. Pepsi, I'll drink a Pepsi if that's the only thing we got, but I'm not.
You go to a restaurant, you're like, can I have a Coke? They're like, is Pepsi okay? I'm like, is fake money okay?
So here's how it goes. Coke is better than Pepsi. 100%. Completely agree with that.
Okay.
Pepsi Cherry is better than Coke Cherry.
I don't think I've ever had that.
I could see that. I could see that.
Cherry is definitely better than Coke
I could see that being an argument that someone could make. I could see that.
I have drank cherry Pepsi before, and that's all I'm going to say. It's been probably how old am I now?
You know what slaps though?
20 years probably.
Let me tell you something that slaps is when you go to the McDonald's or whatever, and they got that infinity machine where you can just tap all the things on the drink and just make like you're at the ballpark and you say, "Make me a suicide," but you get to make it on your own.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yep. We've got a restaurant here that it's got one of those infinity, but it's got all the cream sodas, so you can get like any type of cream soda you want. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, you can come up with some pretty awesome combination. Oh, dude, K5YVY is giving me something for saying slapped because it slaps.
Well, he does have kids, so he's up with all that.
You gotta respect where people can come up with new words in slang, and you say like, I get it, it makes sense. Slaps, it's good. Kudos. I'm now going to take it over, and I'm going to embarrass you for the rest of your life with it.
I don't think you'll be finding me saying slaps anytime soon.
See, Don knows where it's at. Dr. Pepper cream soda.
Unless you're a Davey 504 fan, then you can slap. He's a bassist on YouTube.
I'm a Dr. Pepper fan in general. Not that big a fan of the cream soda, though. Not that big a fan of the cream soda.
No, cream soda's gross.
Oh, see, I like it. The Dr. Pepper cherry cream soda out of one of those infinity machines is awesome.
How many flavors do you need in Dr. Pepper? It already has 23.
You need 24.
Ron Walensky asked, am I a Valley guy? No, I'm not a Valley guy. I'm a South Bay guy. It's always in the South Bay. Never the Valley. Ruby Red Squirt. Ruby Red Squirt is actually really hard to find nowadays. You're right. And that's pretty good. Squirt in general is a great drink. Squirt's solid.
I forgot all about Ruby Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had Ruby Red.
So if you consider it, a Ruby Red Squirt's like a play on Mexican grapefruit soda. If you want a hot tip, put tequila in it. Oh my goodness. It's called a Palomo. It is so good. It is so good. It's one of my favorite drinks.
IK04, there you go. Some sun drop action. There you go.
Yeah.
Because Kyle would literally fight somebody over sun drop.
Yeah. Well, you had a special sun drop, though, right? It wasn't just...
Cherry lemon. Yep. I got 30 12 packs of it.
So is sun drop like Mountain Dew, kind of?
It is, but it's less syrupy. Yep.
Okay. I do not like Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it is a lot easier to drink.
I like what Jeff's saying. So Jeff made a nasty comment about Max earlier. You've totally redeemed yourself.
You've totally redeemed yourself. Yeah, I'm not with everybody that's dropping diet. IK04, I appreciate you, but no. Diet, trying to compare a diet with like a regular soda is... I'll drink a diet, but you can't.
You can compare diets to other diets.
Yeah, I think so. You
cannot compare it to the original though.
Oh wait, somebody just dropped a hot one. Let me grab it real quick. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Now the sun drop people are coming out in some droves. Chris K4CGB supporting the sun.
Wow.
Jolt. Oh, I have not seen one of those in a long time.
I didn't
there
know
it
that
is.
Still existed.
Nice.
That's like Buzz Cola.
Holy moly, that's blast from the past.
How old is
look at that. 2 months.
No kidding.
We still get it, yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
Blast from the past. We used to drink that in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
That's
I did
when that was
stumble
out.
on. I did stumble on something pretty wild, and I'm going to drink it on the live stream tomorrow. Pabst Blue Ribbon Cold Brew.
Huh.
Did it
PBR.
also win
What?
Blue Ribbon?
What?
Yeah.
Pabst Blue Ribbon Cold Brew. Cold Brew. Like what? What?
Is that like Bud Ice?
No, cold brew. It's got coffee in it.
Oh.
It's what? It's
Oh,
wild.
that sounds terrible.
It sounds terrible.
They can inject anything in the
PBR
finishing
is
process.
PBR is not good to begin with. And then you put coffee in it.
But they know their market. I mean, they are like they're the main brand for hipsters, right? Like the
That's
ironic beer that
Yeah.
hipsters drink. So
Well, they
like
are
brew is kind of I'm surprised it's taken them this long, to be honest.
Yeah. They are kind of celebrated in the craft beer industry as like a cheap, nasty beer that's not made by Miller Genuine or Miller Bud and Coors, whatever it is. So that's kind of like their go-to if they don't want to drink one of those. So
there's a bar here that a dive bar that it only sells PBR. It's the only thing you can get.
Does it come in a bag?
I don't know. I haven't been there in a while, but that's the only thing you can get.
Wow.
People coming in there just like, what do you got on tap? They're like, PBR. Well, do you got any pale ales? PBR. You got Guinness? PBR.
That's terrible.
And then people leave because they get so pissed off. The only thing they can get is PBR.
Could you imagine just being a bar owner and like, I want to cater to a very specific clientele.
Snakes
and the way to do it is one type of beverage.
One drug.
That's it.
Snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like.
That's the fireworks show I go to. The world's biggest snake.
See, that would be cool. South Park did that.
Yeah, they did that.
Oh, that's too funny. All right, well, we've been carrying on for a little over an hour and a half now. And I'm getting tired, so I think I'm going to wrap it up. Anybody got anything going on you want to chat about real quick or throw out on your channel or whatever? You don't have a channel, so.
This is your last moment, everybody who hasn't gotten in on it. I'm giving away a Buddy Stick Pro tomorrow on my live stream, so join the Discord.
Is that a good antenna? Is that a good antenna?
I heard, yeah. I would say it slaps. That's what I would say it slaps.
I'll have to check it out. I've heard nothing about it.
Yeah. So I'm going to give it away tomorrow at the end of my show. But guess what? You don't have to watch my show to get in on it. You just join the Discord, go to the giveaway channel, click the little horn. It's a party horn. If the number goes up when you click it and turns blue, you're in. That's it.
Is it Aqualung's flute? Did you put
locomotive breath. Locomotive breath.
Woo!
Nice. That's very generous of you. And you bought that too. So that was not a freebie. You bought that. That's very nice of you.
I bought both of the. Well, I figured if I'm gonna. Well, I saw it when we were at Monsanto, and I was like, this antenna is actually really good. I was like, I'm down with this. I knew it was going to be. I didn't know what the rollout was going to be like. I didn't know if it was going to be like widely available, which I'm glad it is. But at the same time, you all who bought them, Chris is going to be buried under orders for a long time catching up on that. So I'm glad you got your name in there because, man, it's going to be a while. So if you want to cut the wait, you could just win one on my channel tomorrow.
That'd be the easiest way to do it.
There you go. Slap harder.
Yes.
Oh, you got $5 for me being on the show. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Well, he said you and Leia sent him over, so I think he's been on the channel before a couple weeks ago. But thank you, TC Fitz, again for
man,
for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate you.
I got to figure out how to get Leia on a stream again.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck. Gonna have to
tell her it's a handbag live stream, and like Louis Vuitton and what is it, Michael Kors or something? They're all going to be there. The whole gang's going to be there.
Yeah, sadly, she'll show up for Louis Vuitton, but you have to start dipping into Hermes territory if you want her to come out. Michael Kors ain't drawn on.
Or it's a touch lamp festival.
Touch lamp show. It's a touch lamp festival. That's right.
Kyle, what do you got going on your channel?
Nothing. I don't have anything.
Sweet. Good job.
He's on the moon.
I'm on the moon.
It's going to take him a while to get back.
It is hard to film up there.
We have,
sucks.
Yeah.
No one can hear you, FT8.
It's cold in outer space.
Yeah.
We got trivia next weekend, right? Or next week?
Heck yeah.
Well, I think tell us. You tell us. You said right.
Oh, we do? Oh.
No, you tell us. You tell me. I don't know.
Can you guys tell me when trivia? So the 17th
trivia question.
Yeah, when is trivia? The 17th of September, we are going an hour early this week. Jason's happy hour is going to be at 8, and my trivia is going to be at 7. We're going to do 4 rounds of trivia. I've already got the topics all out, and we're gonna. Is that the birthday boy?
This is the birthday boy right here.
Happy
Ben.
birthday!
Happy birthday!
You probably can't hear us though, but
Nope, can't hear.
that's okay.
They said happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
All right.
Good boy. Good man.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and see if we can not get trolled by bots this month. So trivia's back. So
Nice.
a week from tonight.
Yeah, those
They
are
didn't
always
get up to
fun.
like 1,500 entrants.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Holy crap!
I got a ways to get around it now. I'm gonna show those trolls.
Nice.
And they were evenly guessing on the questions. When you'd see the distribution of answers, it was like 25% for each one.
Somebody actually made a bot. There's got to be a bot that does this,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
There's
That's-
bots
So-
for everything now.
So I didn't
Hilarious.
know at the time. I'm like, oh, we've got hacked, and it became fun to see if we were going to get hacked or not. And then I watched a bunch of YouTube videos of teachers in class doing cahoots, and then the nerdy kid in the back throws the bot in, and then the place goes to hell.
Awesome.
So, and then the teacher's like, I don't know what's going on. What's happening?
A couple bucks for the Ben appearance. There you go. Thanks, TC Fitz.
Oh, right on, man. Very cool.
And Mike N8YO, glad to have you on here. As
Glad to be here.
I have to say, as your POTA Elmer, I'm very happy to have taken you out on your first Parks on the Air activation. I'm very excited for you that you have just absolutely completely caught the disease full on hardcore.
Yep.
So everyone put in your ham alert November 8th Yankee Oscar, and it will blow up ridiculously. And you can work him. He does mostly CW, but he said he's getting into some phones. So who knows?
I do everything.
That's digital too.
I do everything.
Yeah. I'm actually waiting for an episode 4 type video where it's like, when we last met, I was the pupil. Now I am the master. Because Mayo is on all fronts. He's attacking on all fronts. All fronts of the POTA.
That is
He
true.
is. He is.
I take a look at stats.
Yeah, you were telling me you're one of the top activators. this
Yeah,
year?
he's killing it.
Yeah.
I'm my last I knew, I was number 20 worldwide for the year, but I've had several since then. So
That's
Oh,
awesome.
dude, Joe, DM me. Joe, send me a DM on the Discord. We'll talk because I'm thinking about doing a soda with Adam, but you got to start working out, bro. I'm not saying you're not in shape. I'm saying I got to work out right now to go do this thing. It's going back to a summit that I failed on, and I want to conquer it.
Oh.
And I'm taking Adam as backup. So, worst case scenario, he'll carry me the rest of the way.
Just have him use your call sign.
Can you imagine that video? It's like, Adam, what'd you have in the backpack? Josh.
Josh.
Ta-da!
Nice. That's awesome.
And Adam starts just like, I've taken a 705. I've taken a Pixie. I've taken a 705. I've taken a 7300. Now in my next adventure, I'm taking Josh.
I'm taking a whole ham radio operator with me.
No, he needs to carry Josh while Josh has all that gear in his backpack.
there you
Yeah, no, I've got my
Josh,
own
tell me what you have
backpack.
in your backpack.
That's great. All right, guys, I got to shut it down. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I don't know what I have coming up. More videos. That's what I do. I have things, but I don't know what they are. It's too late for me now. I've been hiking too much, and I'm tired. So, thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll see you. We'll see you again on another episode of KMRD Radio Stuff 73. And see.